On the weekly chart, we're looking at GameStop in here. A little consolidation coming in with a big pullback on Friday. That's kind of what happened in the past 2 days in here. You had that nice run up in here to those low 28s. You had that Thursday pre-market, then a pullback, and then obviously Friday just continued that. You had a little bit of a trying to recover in here, but as we got closer to 4 o'clock, basically just everything kind of fell apart in here. And that's where we're currently trading down in those low to mid 25 areas. It's currently, I guess we closed after hours at 25.45 technically is where we're at. So we'll see what happens as we go into next week in here. High volatility, especially with that pullback that we had coming in on Thursday and Friday. So could we get a pop in here? That's going to be the question. Or do we have to go back down here to visit those mid 24s and get a bounce? That is kind of what we're looking at overall in here. $4 expected move by the monthly expiration that's coming up. That's going to be 10/17. So we're going to see what happens as we go into that expiration. Volatility is kind of crazy in here right now, so it's kind of hard to gauge everything as far as expected moves. So we're just going to chalk it up to $4 by that October 17th expiration. So that kind of puts everything on the table here for us. We're kind of trading right in between these two levels, the 28s and your 24s. So we'll kind of continue to monitor this for sure. As we're working our way up to, it depends on if we get a bounce here, right? So if we get a bounce here, if we get a bounce off those 25s, we're going to monitor as we're working our way up to these 28s. We're just going to watch those nice whole numbers in here. So we're going to be looking at the 26, the $27 levels as we're going up to those low 28s yet again, and then eventually kind of breach this mid 28 range right here. So those are going to be key for us. But like overall, if you look at let's just say we take July in here, July and August, not a whole lot of movement and volatility, but then you can see we had this big breakout in September as we're working our way into October in here. So just a huge expansion of your IV and a big move in here overall, especially coming off the 22s. So we'll see if we can continue that pattern. I know that we got a little overextended in here. You had 4 green weekly candles in a row, so something had to give, right? So this is I'm going to chalk it up to kind of overall healthy. We'll take this, but the question is, are we going to bounce here? Are we going to bounce at the 24.50s? That's what we're going to keep an eye on. And then as we're working our way up to those mid 28s, we're going to be watching those nice whole numbers, 26, 27, as we go up there. So $4 expected move priced in by your monthly expiration. Let's see how we start out next week. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.